We actually talked to one of the men who was on that trip. We're going to call him Mike because he doesn't want to be named.
Before we address the information in the Crime Junkie Podcast, let's take a look at the recent update to the Shanquella Robinson wrongful death civil lawsuit. On January 27, 2026, Judge Max Cogburn sent the wrongful death civil lawsuit regarding Shanquella Robinson back to Mecklenburg County Superior Court, ruling that the case no longer falls under federal jurisdiction, finding that only state law claims remain against the individuals who traveled with Shanquella Robinson. The decision means the civil lawsuit will proceed back to the state court. The defendants, Cabo 6, which includes Daejhanae Jackson, Winter Donovan, Elise Hyatt, Khalil Cook, Malik Dyer, Nazir Wiggins, will face the charges of wrongful death, negligence, battery, conspiracy, and emotional distress under North Carolina law. Crime Junkie is one of the most listened to podcast shows in the U.S. and a consistent Spotify chart topper. Released an episode on Thursday, January 22nd, centered on previously undisclosed information regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. An anonymous man, Mike, who did not want to release his real name, released alleged information regarding what transpired hours before Daejhanae Jackson assaulted Shanquella and caused her death. Let's take a look.
Mike says that Daejhanae actually called him at around 3 o'clock in the morning, the night before the infamous fight video. She was crying. He said that everyone in the villa was drunk, and Shanquella and Daejhanae apparently had gotten into some kind of heated argument. And in the midst of this, a glass broke, which cut Daejhanae's foot. It was accidental. So Mike says that Daejhanae was just beside herself and told him that she wanted Shanquella to leave. But he suspects that that was the beginning of whatever the fight was that took place 4.5 hours later. But if some other stuff that he told us is true, stuff that we couldn't verify enough to report, the answers police might be looking for, I think, would be on people's phones.
What do we make of this story? Daejhanae Jackson does not look like the type of person who would call someone and helplessly cry about an argument. Remember how cold and distant Daejhanae and the other Cabo 6 members were to Shanquella when they were eating dinner at the villa. Remember how cold and indifferent they were to Shanquella when she was walking down the hallway of the villa looking for them. The person Mike sounds similar to the information given by Cabo 6 member Nazir Wiggins. This person wants the public to believe Daejhanae Jackson stepped on a piece of glass that was so severe that it caused her to assault and take Shanquella's life 4 hours later. Actually, let's take a look at the footwork displayed by Daejhanae Jackson during the violent, brutal assault on Shanquella. You will see there is absolutely no damage or injury to the feet of Daejhanae Jackson.
Quilla, can you at least fight back?
No. There is one thing that we want everyone to pay attention to: the timing. The timing in which these alleged details came out. Remember when Salamandra Robinson and attorney Sue Ann Robinson filed the civil suit on October 25th, 2024? 4 days later, Mexican journalist Gerardo Zuniga published an article in the online publication Metropoli stating that prior to the assault, Shanquella and Daejhanae got into a verbal altercation where Cabo 6 Khalil Cook allegedly had to pull Daejhanae away and calm her down. Coincidence or planned maneuver? Now let's take a look at the timing of Crime Junkie's podcast with a mysterious person named Mike, who allegedly states that Daejhanae and Shanquella had a verbal altercation. This podcast was released on January 22nd. 5 days later, on January 27th, the news of the judge sending the civil suit back to Mecklenburg Superior Court was released. Is this a coincidence or planned maneuver? So what should we make of this new alleged information?
Absolutely nothing.
That's right. Absolutely nothing. There's no credence to this story by Crime Junkie. The story could not be verified. Same holds true regarding the alleged information published by Mexican journalist Gerardo Zuniga. What is the commonality between these two stories? Both stories support the alleged statement of Daejhanae Jackson, who claimed self-defense in her response to the civil suit. Coincidence or planned manipulation? It's easy to try and manipulate a story about a victim. Shanquella Robinson is not here to defend herself. Every member of Cabo 6 has proven to be liars. They will say and do anything to protect themselves. As the civil case moves to the Mecklenburg Superior Court, we will continue to support some form of justice for Shanquella Robinson. So again, what should we make of this new alleged information?
Absolutely nothing.
That's right. Absolutely nothing. If you would like to support social media platforms who are dedicated to seeking justice for Shanquella and who have followed her story from the beginning, we invite you to subscribe to these channels. Shank Rock, Black CEO Media 2.0, Miss Parker. The links to these channels are in the description box below.